Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel, the shoe reviews channel for style-conscious men who want to be a boss on a budget. Saving Souls on Monday, where we drop a video every Monday. Join our community. This week we're talking about an awesome shoe company that makes their shoes in Italy, but is in New York, to boot New York. Now look at that. That's a beautiful shoe. I was eating lunch on Saturday, just up the street at the shopping center, at a little place that they got, a little sandwich place. And a voice in my head said, you better go over there to Goodwill. Goodwill's in the same shopping center. And I said, well, I don't want to go to Goodwill. I don't need anything from Goodwill. Found myself walking in the door. And over in my size, over in my section, they had 3 pairs of shoes. These, another pair of To Boot New York. So I bought 2 pairs of amazing To Boot New York shoes, these Oxfords and a pair of Derbies. And then the other pair, the third pair that I got, were Salvatore Ferragamo. And these Ferragamos are amazing. We're going to do a video on all of them. This week we're talking about these beautiful Oxfords right here. So we'll start off with the company, and then we'll get into the shoe. To Boot New York started in 1980 by Adam Derrick. And Adam Derrick is the same age as my mother from what I saw online, and man, he looks great. So if you're out there, Adam, keep doing what you're doing. You look amazing. He started off making shoes as a bespoke shoemaker before he started his company with To Boot. And he was in New York making cowboy boots, capitalizing off of the urban cowboy trend. I don't know if some of you remember that. There was even a John Travolta movie with the same title, which kind of reflected the vibe. And of course, in places like Dallas or Houston, you'd see cowboys, even in the cities. But the urban cowboy thing, you'd see that in LA, Chicago, Boston, San Francisco, all kinds of places. Guys just dressed full on, Mr. Cowboy. Well, Adam Derrick was really a legit shoemaker. You have to respect him for that. And he learned from the best in Italy, apprenticed with the best shoemakers at the best factories. So when he started his company in 1980, he had a good foundation to go with, a good knowledge of the industry, and knew exactly what he wanted to do. And what To Boot New York does is they offer American designs with handmade quality craftsmanship from Italy. And these are a truly handmade in Italy shoe. It's a beautiful shoe. He's getting his leather, first choice calfskin leather from France and Italy. And they make their shoes in the finest factories over in Italy. So I'm very proud of these shoes. With a set of To Boot New York shoes, you could spend anywhere from $350 to $400, maybe $500. I got these for $20. So keep your eye out on eBay or at your thrift store. Now this really is a high quality shoe. It's got nails in the bottom, good quality soles. It's even got this super cool plaque, I don't know if you can see that, which is a brass plaque nailed into the bottom. It says handmade, stamped handmade. I love little details like that. It's got a Blake stitch construction, which makes this nice and lightweight. Beautiful, beautiful soft leather. It's a square cap toe. Now let's talk about the square toe, because that's a little controversial for some of you. And for some of you that are following the fads, you may think, well, the square toe is out of style. It's been going in and out of style since the Victorian era, since the 1800s. It was popular again in the 1920s, the Art Deco kind of modern jazz era. It was popular again in the 1950s. Think of the retro futuristic thing going on. It was popular again in the late 60s, early 70s with the flamboyant styles and the throwbacks. It was popular again in the 1990s and early 2000s, and that's really when I remember the square-toed shoe. Oh, all the celebrities, all the fashionistas, all the influencers were wearing a square-toed shoe back then. and they got popular again in 2020. So they're back in style, and I got a pair. Now this really is a beautiful pair of shoes. So what would you wear with something like this? Well, I would pick a pair of gray chinos, gray jeans would work. Make sure they fit you perfectly. With a dress shoe, when you wear your pants, you really don't want it to drape over the shoe. Then you can't see the shoe. You want it to fit to where the cuff of the pant goes right to the top of the shoe, not covering much and not having a whole lot of a break. And then I would grab a nice green polka dotted 100% cotton button down shirt. Tuck it in, ABT, always be tucking. You grab a belt that's brown because your shoes are brown. You match your belt and your shoes. Always match your leathers. If you're wearing a watch, you could even match that. Depends on how crazy you want to go with it. Now that's a great outfit. You're just walking around town. You come home and you grab a nice Armani suede jacket. Now that is a great combination. You got the Italian leather jacket, Italian leather shoes. You look wonderful. Maybe you throw on some cologne. I just got this cologne in recently and I'll turn you guys on to it. Super affordable for you bosses that can't afford a $400 Killian's cologne. You can get this dupe. This is Phantom My Hero by Emperor. It's got a super cool bottle and it smells gourmand like dark chocolate, coffee, and rum. It's perfect for this outfit. So, before we end, I like to do a style tip. Let's talk about socks. Let's do some sock options, some sock tips. First, we have to have a rule. You don't wear tube socks, white tube socks with a suit or with your dress clothes. I have made that mistake before, and it does make you look low class, and people will notice. And you should be ridiculed and shamed, as I was. Get yourself some nice quality dress socks so that last you for a while. And make sure they pull up nice and high so they're not sagging. The saggy sock look is not cool. Now you can match your socks to your shoes and make it easy. Black socks, black shoes, no problem. You can match your socks to your pants, and I do that a lot. Gray pants, gray socks. Blue pants, blue socks. Makes it really easy. Or you can go with a sock that matches your shirt or your jacket or something. If you're going to do those fancy crazy socks, like I see the manager of the grocery store that I go to does, and he's always wearing these fancy socks, make sure that fancy colorful sock is the only thing really super colorful in your wardrobe. So your eye is drawn to the sock and they have the proper punchline that you're intending. If it competes with something else, then you just look like a clown. One last look. Don't go nowhere. To Boot New York really is an amazing company. They make an amazing shoe. I love them. Go look on eBay. Keep your eye open at the vintage store and get you a pair. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.